Hello and welcome back to this Moon Messages reading. So this is going to be from the super full moon, the last super full moon of the year in Aries on the 29th of September. So that was yesterday. However, I was flying back from Budapest yesterday, so couldn't do it yesterday. So you're getting me today, unfortunately. So the full moon in Aries on the 29th of September until the new moon in Libra on the 14th of October. I have already shuffled the cards. There aren't many cards today. However, as you know with these readings, they do sometimes give more in the cards, so the reading might still be long for you. I always appreciate anyone who stays to the end, so thank you to those who do. If you're new to me, all of my details are in the description box if you want to check anything else out that I do, any of my other social media, and if you want to book a personal reading as well. So I'm going to read through the cards. So we have, the first card we have is Make Time for Self-Love. So very pretty card there. You've got the full moon there, and the first thing I notice is the moon is very, very close to this lady here, and she's got like a little tiny moon in her hands, and I don't know why, but it just gives me shivers. I don't know why, but it's like the moon has come down to greet her and is kind of talking to her and telling her, you need to come back to you now. Okay, so everything that you've been giving to other people, you need to take that back and give it to yourself. It's almost like maybe like the moon is kind of giving her a little bit of itself and then saying you need to give that to yourself. And the moon represents intuition. Okay, so the moon always represents intuition. It represents the feminine energy as well, and feminine energy is all about receiving. So it's time to receive, and the full moon is all about receiving as well. It's all about letting go of anything that doesn't serve you anymore, but also coming back to you, listening to yourself, going within, spending time in reflection, giving time to yourself, listening to what's best for you. And yeah, but there's a real big strong energy here of whatever you've been giving to other people, you need to now reverse that. Okay, so if you're a very giving, loving, compassionate, kind person, you need to start giving all of that to you now. Okay, it's your turn to receive that now. Okay, so there's a very strong message in that. And it's almost like this lady here is kind of looking at it going, really, how do I do that? So it's almost like some people here maybe struggle with that. They struggle with the balance of that. It is in Libra, this card, and actually the new moon is in Libra at the end of this reading, but Libra is all about balance. Okay, so whatever you have been not in balance with, you need to start balancing that out. So like I say, if you've been giving too much, you need to balance that out with receiving. Okay, the next card we have is new moon in Sagittarius. Focus on the positive. So I've been reading this book called The Responsibility Rebellion, and it's very eye-opening. It starts to kind of give you it gives you these scenarios, and it makes you really think about the way that you respond to people, and the way that you let your beliefs get in the way of you achieving what you want to achieve. It also gets you to look at the way you judge yourself and others. It's quite eye-opening, and there's a few sort of home truths that you might not be able to like take. So I would definitely recommend it if you're someone who likes to kind of who likes to grow as a person, who likes to learn new things and learn about themselves and be a better person. You know, if you want a bit of a kick up the bum to take responsibility for your own life as well, it's a good book so far. I've not finished it yet. I'm only in the first few chapters, but wow, so far there's been so many truth bombs in it that have just made me think. So it's worth getting. But the reason I'm thinking about this with this card is it says focus on the positives, and I'm up to a chapter now where it talks about the way that we put blame onto other people for you know, if someone's made us believe something. So like if you were a young child and you say, for instance, you were told not to cry because crying is seen as a weakness, right? So you can't cry. It's probably a bad example, but you struggle to cry because or you just don't cry in front of people because you believe that it's a weakness. And then you could say, oh, it's just the way I am, or it's because my dad or my mum said that it was, bad for me to cry, so, it's their fault I can't cry. Like I say, it's a very bad example. Or, if you think you're a bad singer or something like that, it's because like someone's told you that as a child and then you've taken it on board as your identity. But actually you could do something about that yourself. You could take responsibility. You could have singing lessons. You could I don't know, like it could be anything in your life that you believe that you're not good at, and you're just kind of putting that blame onto other people, whereas you could, think in a different way, in a more positive way, and think, oh, what can I do to improve this? What can I do to make myself a better singer, or better at what I can't do? And it also talks about that your thoughts are the main thing that is stopping you from things, and so you can choose to change your thoughts. You aren't blocked at all. Like, you can always choose to change your thoughts, so you can take responsibility for your own thoughts. You don't have to like just say, oh, that's just the way I am, or that's the way that someone made me, or because of this like external thing I can't do this. Whereas you can think positively. You can change that to a way of getting to that thing or doing that thing, and you can pay attention to your thoughts and you can change those. Okay, so you're responsible for your own thoughts and your own life. So it's really, really interesting. I've probably not explained it the best way, but it just made me think of that. So focus on the positive. The more you focus on the negative, and the more you focus on, I'm not enough, I can't do this, I can't do that, I'm rubbish at this, you're going to continue being rubbish at it. You're going to continue blocking yourself and not taking the chances. So it's a matter of just like paying attention to those thoughts and thinking, is this true? Like, what can I change it to? Okay. The next card is hidden. So when I say hidden, it just comes up like this. So it's something that you are not aware of at the moment, or you're trying to block, you're trying to hide, and you don't want other people to see, maybe. Okay. And this one is be humble. So what I get from this is, sometimes, like with that last example, I've had this conversation recently actually. It's about kind of like thinking that you know everything already, and that's just the way life is, or that's the way things are in life, or you can't change, people can't change, I can't change, and it's all about kind of this part of you that is kind of like a know-it-all. Like it's like, I know what's right, I know what's wrong, I know, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it's almost like you can't see any other way. And the be humble card is about kind of stepping back and realizing that you're always a student in life. You can be a teacher sometimes, and you can share what you know, and you can pass that information and knowledge on to other people, but sometimes we are the student and we're learning from other people, we're learning from books, we're learning from experiences, we're learning from situations, from things that we go through, from relationships, from the way we respond to things, and the way that other people are affected by things. We can learn through those experiences, and it kind of humbles us. Okay, it makes you take a step back and go, oh, I didn't realise that about myself. Oh, maybe I need to look at that. Or, yeah, maybe I need to learn that. Maybe I need to do something different in future. And it's taking responsibility for that. Like, this is all, it's weird how this is all relating to the book I'm reading. But yeah, it's, I don't know why I keep getting shivers. It's really strange. Usually that's confirmation. So yeah, that's good. So sorry, I've got a bit of a chesty thing going on at the moment. I've been a bit ill lately, so but yeah, so this is to remain humble, remain the forever student, Realise that you're going to always learn things from other people. You're going to learn stuff about yourself, and sometimes you need to take a step back and go, oh, yeah, maybe I do that. Maybe I need to look at that, to kind of be a better person, or to just be better for yourself, to make yourself feel better, and to be able to connect with other people better, and to make relationships better in future, or, you know, whatever it is, to make a situation better for you and everyone involved. So yeah, be humble. Okay. Then I was shuffling the cards for a long time, my manifestation cards, and no other cards were coming out at all, and they were just flying all over the floor, and they gave up. They literally just went, no more manifestation, no more wishing, hoping, dreaming, none of that, right? It was always like, we're done with that. And the card that was sitting on top of my, so I went to grab my other moon deck, my first moonology deck, the original one, which isn't about manifestation. It's literally just about the facts, and the facts about moons, and, you know, the energy, the straightforward energy of moons. The card that was laying on top of that deck was actually from the manifestation deck, but it said be real. And I just thought that's perfect, because what the cards have just been telling me is that sometimes we can get so much in our heads, and we can get so much in dream world, and wishing, hoping, manifesting, dreaming, trying to make stories up in our head about what our future will look like, and, you know, what we really want for our lives, and thinking about desires and all the things that we want, and we can get caught up in all of that. And I don't know why, but I feel really emotional with this, but we can get caught up in all of that we forget to be real. We forget to be in our reality. We forget to be with ourselves, and what we're feeling, and who we are, and how we feel, and what's actually going on in our lives right now. Like, we forget to be with that. We forget to be grateful for that. We forget to look around and actually think, oh, wow, I actually have quite a lot in my life right now. I'm actually really happy. Or, you know, something's not right, and I need to focus on that right now, not the fact that, you know, I want to do this, this and this in the future. And, you know, you need to come back to the present moment. And I do talk about this quite a bit. It is really difficult sometimes, though, because it's lovely to, you know, hope and dream and wish. And I'm not saying you can't do that, but sometimes it does take you out of the present moment, and it actually takes you out of your body and out of what's going on in your life right now that needs attention. And so this is a card to say, be real, be with your surroundings, look around you, look at everything that you have right now. Does it need changing? Does it need improving on? Does it need focus? Like, do you need to focus on you, like that first card? Take time for self-love. Second one, focus on the positive. So focus on what is going on for you right now. You know, are you happy? Are you unhappy? What do you need to maybe pay attention to? Or pay attention more to. Okay. There was, again, that book is just coming into my mind again. So let's hope I can relay this back, right? So he was talking about people who maybe go to the gym quite often, or, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. But he said, you know, if you ask them, you know, why are you going to the gym? And they may say, oh, to, you know, make myself look better or feel better, to make myself more healthy. And they're all really valid reasons, they're all really good reasons. And then he says, if you ask them again, why do you want to do that? They might say, oh, so that I can be fit, and I can do more things in life, and I can, you know, be fit and healthy to play with my kids, or, you know, when I'm older, or not play with my kids when I'm older, but like do more things when I'm older, or travel, or I don't know why that came out. But, you know, they might say that. And then he says, so why are you not doing that now? So, like, people can spend, you know, hours in the gym, or they can spend hours at work even, you know, something like that. And they'll say, you know, I spend all these hours at work because I want to provide for my family, which is a good, noble thing. However, he's like, why are you not spending time with your family right now? And that's a prime example. It's like, be in the now, like, be present with and enjoy life now, like what you're doing. You know, you don't always need to think about what you're going to be doing in the future, because anything can change in life. and anything can not go to your plan, okay? So yeah, and he always talks about, and he also talks about being of service, you know, doing something with purpose and meaning rather than just kind of doing something for yourself, even though, you know, being selfish sometimes is good, and I always say that. But to have a purpose is what sort of drives you and motivates you. So maybe that's some area that you maybe need to focus on as well. But yeah, that book again, can't remember the name of the author unfortunately, but it's called Responsibility Rebellion. Okay, so check it out. I'll find the link actually and I'll pop it in the description box for anyone who's interested. So the next card we have is Hidden again. So this way up is either something you don't know about at the moment, something you're blocking, or something that you are hiding, you know about, but you're just hiding from yourself or from other people. And that is your dreams need a practical plan. This is a bit of confusion, okay? This is something that you're actually frustrated with in your life. So it's something that, shivers, confirmation. Okay, this is like your hopes, your goals, your dreams, your visions, everything that you've been planning for your future. You thought you had it, you thought you had all the ideas, you thought you were heading in that direction. There's something in you that's just going, I don't know. I don't actually know. I don't know if that's right. Or, you know, it's either that you're questioning it and you're thinking, I don't know if I should be doing this, or I don't know if I can do this, I don't know if this is right for me, or it's just fear getting in the way, okay? It could be that things have happened in your life that have kind of, I'm getting the word topsy-turvy, topsy-turvy, that's not even a word, but that's what's coming out. So they've made you feel a bit kind of confused and unsure whether this is the right direction. I can't say whether it's the right direction or not. This is full moon. So full moon is intuition. You have to listen to your intuition. You have to really, really feel into what's right for you. And that's only going to come when you take time for yourself, when you actually give yourself space. And I want to say from other people, I want to say time on your own, because I feel like you may have been surrounded by too many people lately. And you don't get enough time on your own. I feel like you need that reflection time, that pause time. I feel like you need to get your thoughts in order. So if you've been thinking negatively quite a lot recently, that's only going to block what is true for you, what is right for you. Okay. Yeah. And then just that Be Real card, like those 3 cards together, they just say it all. Like, just come back to the present moment, come back to you, come back to how you're feeling in your life. Is everything, like, I feel to say, get your ducks in a row. Like, I know I've said this before in a card reading, but get your ducks in a row before you plan anything else. Like, before you step forward into anything else. You need to make sure everything else is in place. And this isn't just logically, this is like emotionally as well. I feel like you need to get your emotions in place in certain areas of your life. I don't know why I'm saying that, but that's what's coming through. So it says your dreams need a practical plan. You need to plan something, whether that's plan your life to be in a place where you are like content and happy and have a good foundation before you try to do the big things, okay? Don't know where that's all come from, but yep, that's what's coming through. And that is a Taurus card. Taurus is about being grounded, firm foundation, okay? And then the last card for the moon cards, and we'll go on to the crystal cards. The last card is it's time to release negativity. There's a lot of full moons in here. There's like pretty much all the cards apart from one is a new moon. So there's more full moon energy, which is receiving, releasing, you know, letting go of things that aren't good for you, going inwards, listening to yourself. There's a lot more of that energy in the next 2 weeks, okay? And so yeah, it's time to release negativity. This is to go back to your thoughts whenever you think about your plans or whenever you are thinking about the way you feel, okay? Let go of the negative thoughts about this, right? So sometimes if we're paying attention to the way we feel, we don't want to pay attention to the way we feel because you know, if things are annoying us, frustrating us, making us feel low, down, angry, upset, all of those negative emotions, right? They're just emotions to me, but all of those negative perceived emotions, we don't want to be with them. We want to brush them away, we want to hide them, we want to bury them, we want to numb them, we want to distract ourselves from them. And I've talked about this before. Be with them, okay? Sit with them. Have a cup of tea with them. Invite them to tea. Invite them to dinner. You could actually, like, I don't know, draw a little picture and imagine the little people, like, are angry. Like, you know that Disney film, what is it called? Oh, I've even got the little Joy character. I can't remember what it's called now. Someone tell me in the comments. But yeah, Disney film where it's all about emotions, and you've got anger, you've got joy, you've got sadness, and they're all little people. So it's worth thinking of them as little people, like a little family within you, and you're just welcoming them to the table, okay? And you're just getting to know them. Don't push them away, don't push them off the chair, don't like try and get rid of them. Let them in, and you know, just let them be there, because that's what helps you open up, and it helps you realize a lot more stuff about you, and it helps to clear the way for clarity on where you're next going to go in life, and you know what you want in your life. Okay, so yeah, release those negative thoughts that are telling you, oh, you know, I hate being angry, I hate feeling like this, I hate feeling sad, I hate feeling upset, I hate feeling jealous, I hate myself for that. Like, why do I feel, you know, that's just another layer on top. That's self-criticism on top, which makes you feel even worse. So knock that layer off and then just be with what's underneath. And this might seem a bit deep, you know, for a lot of people, but yeah, there's a lot in this, okay? A hell of a lot that will help you. So if you can, then be with it. Okay, so they are the moon cards. I'm just going to get your crystal card for the moon cycle, and that is fluorite. It's usually more purple, like more purples and greens, this card. So I don't know why it's more green here, but yeah, fluorite. And I'm just going to read out the message for this card. So, essential meaning: clarity and purity, clear focus, an end to cluttered thinking. When the way forth is clear, a sense of purpose and enthusiasm arises, and a fog of distractions lifts. Fluorite spirit appears when confusion is about to disperse, giving way to pure wisdom and free, unambiguous intentions. It reminds you that you can achieve clarity by slowing down and consciously choosing to release any confusion or distractions. I did not choose this card, it just came out. Like a still pool reflecting the beauty of the sky, a calm state of mind can produce the clarity you seek, allowing your intentions to be pure. Obstacles to co-creating can slip away as you work with fluorite spirit to magnify all that is pure, good, and loving within you. Focus on that and it will be amplified. Relationship message. In fairy tales, true love at its purest is often the magic that will break the old spell, keeping someone asleep, frozen, or acting out of alignment with who they are deep down. True love from the conscious universe always works like a magic potion, allowing you to let go of false stories about who you are and what you can create and experience. It breaks you out of the deliberating belief that you are not worthy of all you desire. You have been frozen too long, and as you experience the purity of love pouring into you from the universe, you will more easily leave behind the patterns that you keep from relationships you are entitled to enjoy. Oh, hang on a sec. Read that wrong. You will more easily leave behind the patterns that keep you from the relationships that you are entitled to enjoy. You deserve to have all that you long for and more, so work with fluorite to purify your attention. It is here to help you experience your connection to the pure love of the conscious universe that will strengthen you. Prosperity message. All becomes clear when you become clear, releasing any ambiguity or confusion over mixed messages from the outside. Tune in to Radio Conscious Universe and align with the purity of love, wisdom and strength being transmitted so that the affluence you seek can have a clear channel to reach you. Your outer conditions will change as you work with fluorite spirit. Become clear on what abundance truly is and letting go of old fears about not having enough wealth in a specific form. Riches are yours, and if you open to the universe's ideas of what your abundance looks like, remember that money is only a symbol of abundance. Prosperity shows up in many ways, so keep your eyes open. Crystal Spirit Meditation. If you are looking for laser sharp focus, fluorite is your best friend. This is a fantastic stone to employ when studying, while learning something new, or when you just need to retain information. This is an excellent stone for children in school, but should not be kept in their bedrooms as it may disrupt sleep. That's interesting. So a lot of that went with the rest of the message, so I'm quite pleased with that. So about getting clear, and the only way you can get clear is to really pay attention to you, pay attention to what's going on around you, be more present and listen to yourself. Okay, so that is your moon messages for the next 2 weeks. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments, share, like, subscribe, all of that. And if you do want to book a personal reading, then please get in contact. I'll see you on the next reading. Bye.